Economic uncertainty does not mean opportunity disappears. It means opportunity moves. So in this video, I am breaking down 3 industries that tend to keep hiring during uncertain times and how to spot where demand is going before everyone else catches on. Because when people hear about layoffs, hiring freezes, AI inflation, or a slowing job market, the first question they usually ask is, what job is safe? A better question is, what problems still need solving, even when companies are nervous? Because when the economy gets uncertain, they may delay expansion, they may delay hiring, they may delay projects, but they cannot delay everything, right? People still get sick, energy systems still need to run, infrastructure still has to be maintained. Every industry has risk, but they are connected to durable problems. And once you understand that pattern, you can stop chasing random job titles and start making smarter career decisions. If you are new here, I am Dr. April Barrage. I'm a labor economist, and on this channel, I help you understand labor market trends and economic shifts so you can make smarter career decisions. So let's get into the 3 industries. The first industry is healthcare and social assistance. And I want to start here because this is probably the clearest example of what I mean by durable demand. Healthcare is connected to basic human needs. People still get sick in a weak economy. People still will have mental health issues. And the data backs this up. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, healthcare and social assistance is projected to be the fastest growing industry by 2034. Healthcare support occupations alone are projected to grow 12.4%. That includes roles like home healthcare aides, medical assistants, and other support roles connected to patient care. But this is where I want you to widen the lens, because when people hear healthcare, they usually think doctor, nurse, surgeon, anesthesiologist, pharmacist. And yes, those roles matter. But healthcare is much bigger than clinical roles. Think about the entire system around care. Someone has to schedule patients, someone has to manage insurance claims. This is the part people miss. A strong industry does not only create one type of job, it creates an ecosystem of jobs. When demand is tied to basic human need, the industry is usually more resilient. What I am saying is this: if you are looking for a career pivot during times of economic uncertainty, healthcare deserves serious attention because the underlying demand is not based on hype. It is based on human need. And human need does not disappear during a downturn. But healthcare is not the only place where demand holds up, because there is another category of work that people overlook, especially if they are only paying attention to office jobs, tech layoffs, or remote work. The second industry is energy and infrastructure. This one surprises people because when we talk about the future of work, most people immediately think about AI, software, remote work, big tech. But the economy does not only run on apps and the internet. The economy runs on systems, electricity, roads, bridges, water, transportation, construction, utilities, broadband, energy grids, public infrastructure. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, wind turbine technician jobs are projected to grow 50% by 2034. Solar installer jobs are projected to grow by 42%. Those are 2 of the fastest growing occupations in the economy. But I want to pause here because this is where people can misunderstand the data. Fast growth does not always mean massive numbers of jobs. Some of these occupations are growing quickly because they are starting from a smaller base. So I do not want you to walk away thinking everybody needs to become a wind turbine technician. That is not the lesson. The bigger lesson is that when a sector grows, it creates demand. around that work. For every technician installing solar panels or repairing wind turbines, there are also people needed in project management, accounting, permitting, compliance, safety, workforce training. Do not only look at the job in the headlines, look at the entire ecosystem around the job. So the economic insight here is when society has to upgrade old systems, workers are needed to build, manage, and maintain those systems. This matters because a lot of people are trying to future-proof their careers, but they are only looking at digital jobs. They're only asking, should I learn AI, learn coding? Should I go into tech? Those can be good questions, but some of the most important future of work opportunities are tied to physical systems, energy systems, transportation systems, healthcare systems, housing, water, and the list goes on. These industries may not always sound trendy and cool, but they solve problems that society cannot ignore. So if you are trying to pivot, ask yourself, where are old systems being upgraded? Where is public or private investment necessary, and where is it going? Where are the long-term maintenance needs? Where can my current skills help manage complexity? You may need to move your skills into an industry where the problem is bigger and more durable. If this framing is helpful, like this video so more people can find it. And subscribe if you want practical labor market analysis from a labor economist. Now, the first two industries are easier to understand because they are tied to obvious needs, care and infrastructure. But the third one is where people are getting confused right now because everyone keeps saying, go into tech. But that advice is too broad, okay? The real opportunity is not just tech. It is technology implementation. I'm not just saying tech because big tech can be very volatile. We're seeing that every day. We have seen layoffs. We have seen hiring slowdowns. We have seen companies overhire and then pull back. So if someone says, just go into tech, that isn't complete advice. The better question is, who helps organizations actually use technology well? Because buying technology is not the same as actually implementing it to improve the company's productivity. A hospital can buy a new software system and still have workflow issues, okay? A school can buy an AI tool and still not know how to use it properly or protect student data. A bank can automate a process and still need risk management compliance and cybersecurity. The World Economic Forum projects that 22% of the jobs globally may be disrupted by 2030. But disruption does not only mean jobs disappear. Their projection includes 170 million jobs created and 92 million jobs displaced. So yes, some jobs will be lost, but other jobs will be created. And many existing jobs will be reorganized. That is the part I want people to understand. Technology does not just eliminate work. Technology reorganizes. It changes tasks. It changes workflows. So it changes the skills that become more important. And that creates demand for people who can help organizations answer practical questions. Someone needs to answer, where is this new technology going to fit in the workflow? What data does it need? Who needs to be trained? What happens if the tool makes a mistake? How do we protect privacy? That is implementation. And implementation creates work in areas like cybersecurity, data analysis, AI operations, compliance, risk management, project management, product operations, sales, business analysis, technical training, change management, digital transformation. This is why I keep saying that one of the most valuable future of work skills is translation. Not language translation, business translation. Can you translate between the technical tool and the real organizational problem? Because a lot of companies do not just need someone who knows how to use a tool. They need someone who can explain, what problem are we solving? What processes are changing and what should we do? Who's going to be affected? What could go wrong? What's the backup plan? What does success look like now? That is a completely different skill set. And this is why technology implementation can be more resilient than chasing one hot tech company. Because even if big tech slows down, other industries still need technology. Healthcare needs it, education needs it, energy needs it. Pretty much every single type of sector needs technology. And government definitely needs it. So if you are trying to pivot, do not just ask, how do I get into tech? Ask, what industry needs help implementing technology? Healthcare is driven by basic human needs and aging. Energy and infrastructure are driven by system upgrades and long-term investment. Technology implementation is driven by the fact that every industry is trying to adapt to new tools and maximize productivity. So if you're making a career decision right now, stop thinking only in terms of job titles, because job titles are going to change. Instead, ask, what problem does this job help solve? If the problem is durable, necessary, and expensive to ignore, then the work connected to that problem may have more staying power than you think. Now, let's make this practical, okay? If you are trying to pivot, I would use a 3-part framework. Step 1, identify the durable problem. Ask yourself, what problem is this industry solving? The more durable the problem, the more attention I would pay to it. Step 2, look for the ecosystem. Do not only look at the obvious job, okay? In healthcare, do not only think doctor or nurse. In energy and infrastructure, do not only think technician. In technology implementation, do not only think just about being a software engineer. Think cybersecurity, data analysis, AI operations, tech sales, compliance, training, product operation, and change management. Step 3, translate your current skills. This is where people underestimate themselves. A career pivot does not always mean throwing away your old experience. Sometimes it means repositioning your experience. If you have customer service experience, you may just be in the wrong industry. And you also have communication and problem solving skills, right? This is how you pivot with strategy instead of panic. So here is the big takeaway from this video. The job market is not moving in one direction, okay? Some industries are slowing down, but others are still growing because they are tied to problems society cannot simply ignore. Healthcare and social assistance will continue to matter. Energy and infrastructure will continue to matter. Technology implementation will still continue to matter. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. I'll see you guys next time.